The best players in MLB The Show are outfielders, and we're gonna go rank them. Yo YouTube, what is going on? YeYo here, bringing you another MLB The Show 21 video, and we're gonna be ranking the outfielders. What we did for the infielders was give you the top 5 and then 3 honorable mentions, and we're doing the same thing for the outfielders, but we're gonna go first left field, only primary positions, then center field, and then right field, all in one video. Now, instead of giving you 3 honorable mentions, I'm only gonna give you 2 from each, because if not, this video will be 35 minutes, and we don't want that either. Now, outfield positions is obviously extremely stacked, and I have a headache just going through some of the names because there's just too many options. Before we get started with the honorable mentions, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and don't forget to click on that bell to get notified when we upload again. Let's go ahead and get started with the outfielders honorable mentions. And the honorable mentions, we're gonna start at left field, and we're gonna go with David Justice. This card was absolutely insane. New legend that we never had before, and he did not disappoint. As you can see, 117, 103 against righties, 112, 115 against lefties. So he smashes both sides. The reason why he didn't make the top 5 is because he's not really a 5-tool player, as you can see, with 55 speed and 72 fielding. Obviously, I have him at parallel 2, so he's 70 fielding and 53 speed. That is the only reason why he missed the cut. But as you can see, I absolutely love his card and this swing. I'm hitting 489 batting average, 1500, almost 1600 OPS, and with the over 500 on base percentage. David Justice is insane. He's in the community market going for about 300,000 subs, so he does go for a lot when we have so many options, but David Justice is very good. And the second honorable mention for the left fielder is going to be Jesse Winker. As you can see, 125, 118 against righties and 98, 105 against lefties. Similar to David Justice, is not a 5-tool player, so 48 speed and 77 fielding is the reason why he did not make the cut, but another lefty bat that can swing it, and pinch hitter at the worst case scenario with that 125, 118 against righties. He's a lot cheaper than David Justice. As you can see, you can buy him now for 7,600. Very good option. Moving over to center field of our honorable mention, and this was by far the toughest one. As you can see, MARTE, I have him parallel 2, so he would have 112, 100 against righties and pretty much max out against lefties. Switch hitter, 89 fielding, 72 speed. I think the speed is the only reason why he didn't make it. This card is absolutely amazing. He does, I mean, 342, 1500 OPS is what I've done. A lot of it is on legend. Lefty killer, I think that's also another reason, but because you're going to be facing a lot more righties. He does have a very solid contact numbers at 112, now 114 with parallel 2. 100 powers on the lower side, but this card is insane. And my second honorable mention is going to be this HERNANDEZ. Again, same as MARTE. His amazing speed, a little bit on the lower side for a center fielder, but 125, 121, 121, 113. That's contact and power. He can hit anybody. He does have an amazing swing. A lot of people use him similar to MARTE at second base because of that speed, but he does have 94 fielding, 94 reaction. He catches a lot of ball steals. You can put him in the corner outfielders. That drops to gold defender. If you get him to parallel 3, he's a diamond defender anywhere. Moving over to right field and the honorable mentions, Kyle Tucker Finest. This card is absolutely insane. 120, 112 against righties and 117, 120 against lefties. 91 fielding, 95 reaction. Arm strength is not the best, especially for a right fielder. 68 speed. It's not elite, but it's not the worst. It's not necessarily a defensive liability because he does have 95 reaction. His swing is amazing, but there's I think better options, but not by a lot though, because this card is insane. And part of the reason why he's insane is because of the quirks. Again, hitting machine and bomber, a lot of them have him, but you can see night player, fighter, so he's gonna come in the clutch in late in the game, but he's also dead red, which is gonna be smoking fastball. So if you have issues hitting fastball, Kyle Tucker may be your guy. Again, speed is probably the reason why he didn't make the cut, but very good option. And last honorable mention, I just had to put him here because he's Roberto Clemente. I have him parallel 5. As you can see, max out contact, about 90 power against both sides, amazing fielding, speed 77, not elite but not the worst, especially with, you can see the defensive numbers there. What I've done with him, almost 400 batting average, 1100 OPS, can be a little bit better. Just the power number is not great, as you can see with the 90 plus, but his swing is very fast. 18 doubles, 20 home runs. He's not bad at all, but you know, a little biased, and I'm gonna add him on the honorable mentions. Now coming in at number 5 for the left fielders, top 5 for each position. We're gonna go very quick with this because there's just there's no wrong answer. We're gonna start with player of the month, Tyler O'Neill. So you can see 107, 116 against righties and maxed out against lefties, 99 speed, 95 fielding, and 96 reaction. That is the reason why he makes this list. Again, solid against righties, still maxed out against lefties, but the speed and fielding, he's gonna make every single play in the outfield. Coming in at number 4, I'm going with Kyle Schwarber. He made the list for the catchers. That's the secondary position, so I gotta put him here because his bat is amazing. His swing is just different than everybody else. I know 52 speed is not elite. I have him at parallel 4. So again, similar to Justice and Winker, it's very close. All of this is very close, but 114, 125, and 101, 104, he should be mentioned anyways. Coming in at number 3 for the left fielders, we're gonna go with AJ Pollock. 125, 102 against righties, and 115, 118 against lefties. Max out contact against righties is clutch right here. 83 fielding, not elite. 88 reaction is solid, and 75 fielding. Again, he's gonna be playing corner outfielder, but 75 speed and 85 reaction is not bad. Again, very balanced. Maxed out contact against righties is the reason why he makes the list. Now, since we're talking about maxed out contact, we gotta have Eddie Rosario here. Maxed out contact against both sides, basically. 122 power, 115 power against righties and lefties. 57 speed is the only reason why he's not number 2, to be honest, because he does have the arm strength. You can parallel him and obviously get him diamond defender, but this card with maxed out contact and a great swing that he has to be a top 2 left fielder. But coming in at number 1, we had to go with Hank Aaron. Brand new legend, 114, 118 against righties, 122, 125 against lefties. Obviously, this is with parallel 2. He still has 80 speed, diamond defender at left field, 85 reaction, solid enough, 93 arm strength. He has the arm strength as well, and his swing is very good. Hank Aaron, first time in MLB The Show, he did not disappoint. His swing is very good as well. As you can see, I'm hitting 419 with a 1600 OPS. 14 home runs in 62 at-bats. The home run king hits home runs. Yeah, I think you knew that. But let's move over now to center fielders. Center fielder, by far the toughest position to rank, and you can go with all 5 of them. You can put them in the lineup and they'll be just fine. We're gonna start with Ken Griffey, coming in at number 5, 121, 125 against righties, 110, 123 against lefties. So basically maxed out power against both sides. Contact against lefties is the only thing that's a little lower, but not gonna be facing a lot of lefties. You can see fielding and reaction, 99, 87 speed, one of the best swings. I don't know why I have him number 5, honestly. I do well with him. 387 batting average, 415 on base with almost 1400 on base, 10 home runs and 62 at bats. This card is amazing. Roast me all you want. I don't know what to do with center fielders. Let's just go to number 4. At number 4, I'm going with Willie Mays, probably the best card in MLB The Show, 19, I believe. He did not disappoint again. 119, 120 contact, 115, 125 power, almost max out hitting attributes with max out fielding attributes, 96 speed, an amazing swing. I should use him more. I'm using him almost as a pinch hitter, but 7 home runs in 38 at bats, 421 batting average with a 1400 OPS. This card is absolutely amazing. He can do it all. Willie Mays should be on your team. Just add him if you can, because he does go for 470 if you don't have him right now. Coming in at number 3, we're going with BRYAN Reynolds, the finest version. I have him parallel 3 already because this card is very, very good. 119, 112 against righties, 125, 106 against lefties, 99 fielding, 99 reaction with 89 speed. That's what you want at center field. You want that reaction with that speed. He not only does all that, but he's also a switch hitter with an amazing swing. So you can see I'm hitting 441 with 20 home runs, 1400 OPS. I've been playing him at left field and he's just too good to take out. So that's why he makes the list on here in the center field, because this card is amazing from the version. Again, free card from the Pirates, the finest. It's just it's just insane. Center field is impossible to rank, but I'm still gonna try to rank them. Mike Trout comes in at number 2, maxed out against righties, 113, 122 against lefties. You know what Mike Trout did last year? This Mike Trout does pretty much the same. I mean, 98 fielding, 97 reaction, 98 speed. Again, that's what you want in a center fielder. I'm very close of getting him 99 speed with 99 fielding and close to 99 reaction. Love that he's maxed out against righties. His swing is amazing. This is the finest version from last year. And again, I'm doing amazing with him. 396, 24 home runs. It took me a while to get started with him. I feel like his swing was a little fast and I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to do well with him because he was the new ranked season's reward, which he goes for a lot because of that, but still 1500 OPS. Mike Trout is definitely a top 3 outfielder in MLB The Show. But coming in at number 1 in center field, I'm still gonna give it to Mickey Mantle. I struggled with him at the beginning as well, but I got it down now. Pretty much maxed out contact against both sides. 125, 115 power against righties and lefties. 91 fielding, 96 speed. The reason why I have him above Trout and the others is because he's a switch hitter. I do think he's a little bit better than Reynolds, even though I like his swing a little bit better. Again, toss up. Mickey Mantle, he's still amazing, and you can see why. Now moving over to right field, the 5th best right fielder in my opinion is Juan Soto. 125, 119 against righties, 117, 113 against lefties, 90 fielding at parallel 2. That's the key. We've never had a good defensive Juan Soto. Last MLB The Show, he was maxed out hitting attributes, but defensively he was a little bit of a liability. Not this year, because he does have 90 fielding, 95 reaction to go along with 60 speed. His swing is amazing. He's the finest version, so you know what that comes with it? A lot of quirks, and he has them all. Dead red, breaking ball, first pitch hitter, on face. Like, Juan Soto is amazing. Another card that is amazing, Bryce Harper, finest. Maxed out against righties, both contact and power. 108, 104 against lefties, a little bit on the low end, but his swing and quirks are amazing. 84 fielding with 86 reaction, 72 speed. It's very similar to Juan Soto, a little bit worse defensive attributes, but a little bit more speed. He does have a lot of quirks as well, and some of the important ones: first pitch hitter, unfaced, and dead red. That's what makes Bryce Harper so good. Max out against righties. Again, you're going to be facing righties 90% of the time. Bryce Harper is insane. He comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, I'm going with Vladimir Guerrero. As you can see, max out contact, 110, 115 power when you have him at parallel 3 like I have him. 84 speed. Very good for a power guy like this. And I mean, look at him. 73's fielding is not amazing. The reaction is not amazing, but he does have the arm. His swing is just too good. With the max out contact is something that you can't ignore. If I look at my stats, 457 batting average with 1566 OPS, 468 on base. This is only in 92 plate appearances, 16 home runs, 7 doubles, 2 triples. It's just too good to take out. He does it all on Legend, Hall of Fame, any difficulty because of that contact. So Vladimir Guerrero comes in at number 3 for the right fielders. Because at number 2, I have somebody that is maxed out contact as well with a 106, 119 power. But the reason why I have him ahead of Vlad is because of that fielding and speed. I was this close to putting him number 1. And quite frankly, he probably should be. No, it's just, again, this is impossible to make. But 99 fielding, 99 reaction, 85 speed, 5 tool card with an amazing swing. I've used him a little bit more than others. 388 batting average with 37 home runs. So you can see almost 1400 OPS. This card is amazing. His swing is amazing. Parallel 5 Mookie is here to stay. Again, a lot of people use him as second. I've used him as second for most of the year because of how deep the outfield position is, but Mookie should be in your lineup regardless. But at number 1, I'm going with the Babe, because it's somebody that you don't need parallels to get him at maxed out hitting attributes. He already is maxed out at every single hitting attribute. He does have 77 fielding with a very nice 69 reaction when you have him parallel 2. 66 speed is not the worst, honestly, for a guy that it looks like he does. But again, his swing is just too good to ignore. I was between Babe and Mookie. I don't want you guys calling me a biased Red Sox fan, so I put Babe number 1 over Mookie. Go ahead, say something. But this is what I've done with him. 397 batting average, 12 home runs in 78 at bats. This card is just unreal. Again, I like using him at first base. Him and Lou Gehrig are kind of like very similar, but for the list, I'm gonna put him obviously in right field because that's his primary position. He was a 9th inning boss. His swing is amazing. You gotta have Babe. You gotta have Babe. Probably not in right field because Mookie and Vlad have better defense and arm, but you can put him at first base and just use Babe Ruth. Again, don't even worry about the parallel because it really doesn't make much of a difference for him, but he is maxed out everywhere. Babe Ruth is your best right fielder, I guess, on MLB The Show 21. But that will do it for the outfielders. Again, we went a little faster because it was a lot more players that we had to go over, and that's the list. Let me know down in the comment section below who I missed. Just say something. Again, I know that there's so many other ways that you can rank them. You may think I'm crazy for adding some of the cards, but Let me know who I missed and who do you have. Give me your best left field, your best right field, and your best center field in MLB The Show. But again, thank you so much for watching. This is YeYo, and I'll check you out on the next one. I'm out.